Well, hello and welcome to this live streaming video here on YouTube. Appreciate you being here. My name is Bob Baker, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of setting clear intentions. I'm going to give you my sort of spin on how to set intentions, and I'm going to give you a couple of twists that may surprise you. So stick around so you get the fullness of what I want to share with you here this morning. So it's a Friday morning as I record this. And so whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay later, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If you've already got some people who are chiming in with comments here, so thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Mem. And let's see if I can scroll through these. Oh, awesome, awesome. The Nursing Chronicles. Yeah, fantastic. Awesome. It's great to see you all here. And so yeah. So actually, yeah, as you come in here, feel free to leave a comment. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from too, because it's really amazes me that we have a global audience here. This channel has really grown by leaps and bounds over the last year or two in particular. Even though I've been on YouTube since 2006, so this channel is actually 13 years old, but really in the last year or two has it grown exponentially since I started. Hey there, Bob, you got a lot of people saying here. Hi, Lori. Hi, Leona. Is it Shalene? Denise. Oh my God. Sheena. Florentina. Pauline. No, this is awesome. Fantastic. I apologize if I'm not able to personally respond live in the moment to every comment, but I'm definitely going to be going back later and checking this out. We got people from Houston and Brazil, and yeah, Philadelphia, Tanisha, Madeline. Good morning from Boston, Cameron. Man, oh man, South Carolina. So because of the hour that I'm doing this, I probably will have a lot of folks in the U.S. One of the reasons I chose to do this at this hour is because my analytics. I go in the dashboard of my channel. I see the most activity, the most views are kind of in the 8 to 10 are kind of the morning hours where I'm assuming a lot of people in the U.S. or maybe. Well, thank you, Kara. That's awesome. Angeli. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. From San Francisco. You got Chrissy from Ohio. Fantastic. But I guess a lot of folks in the U.S. watch during this hour. I know we have people from all over the world who watch, and so some of you may be asleep or at work or something. But please watch the replay later. So I'm going to talk about intentions a little bit. I'll do my best to stay on top of the comments. Again, I will make sure and scroll through and read them all later. Hello from South Florida from Lisa. Yeah, cool. So what are intentions? So there are many words. You could describe them as goals. They could be an expression of your desires. And so setting intentions is a really important thing. And so, yeah, it basically helps you clarify mentally what you're moving toward or what you want to manifest in your life. And that's an awesome thing. In fact, Wayne Dyer, one of my favorite authors, and really one of the first authors or first books that I read on personal development or personal empowerment was back in the 70s, one of his first popular books called Your Erroneous Zones. So Wayne Dyer was very influential in my life, and like I said, set me on a path of personal development and spirituality and all kinds of stuff over the decades since. But he had a book called The Power of Intention, which you should check out if you haven't. So being clear and setting your intentions internally. There's two ways to do it: internally and then externally, which we're going to talk about here. So it's just really important for you to set clear goals, kind of know what you want, and have a direction that you are heading toward. So it's very important. So it starts in your mind. It starts by creating that vision, creating that vibration of expectancy and eagerness, and this is what I want, this is what I'm moving toward, this is what's going to do good in the world, and identifying that and being clear about it instead of being kind of fuzzy about, oh, I just want to do something cool, or I want to, the more specific you are about your intentions, the clearer it is. The clearer the target is, the more specific actions you're going to take to move toward it. But it starts internally, usually, when you have chosen something that you want to move towards. I am yummy. Mad dog. I've been a lot. Yeah, there's a video I did like a year or year and a half ago where I guess I was feeling a little frisky, you might say, and I was just putting a lot of things that aren't typically associated with affirmations. And one of them is I said, "I am yummy," and some people are like, "Whoa, well, that was weird," but other people think it's great. In fact, I just got a comment this morning on that video that someone who really loved that inclusion of it. So yeah, a lot of these things are going to be playful. So I don't do things the standard way everyone does these affirmation type things. So anyway, it's really important to start internally with your intentions, and then but here's the thing: you set the intention with the intention of eventually manifesting this thing. So you want to eventually at some point get to the point where that thing exists. That's the ideal situation, although I'll come back and talk about that in a moment if you'll stick with me here. But to get there, you have to take baby steps to make this thing more tangible. And so in a moment, I'm going to ask you to take a first step with your own intentions, and I want you to publicly declare what you're in, or one of your intentions. We can have many of them in many areas of our lives, so we can set intentions in all areas, in work and career, and family, relationships, health, all that good stuff. But before you post, I just want you to hear me out here. And so I want you to make your intention something that you're going to feel good about, and it's going to set you up for success. And so an intention or a goal or a desire that you state ideally should be something that stretches you. It should be a little bit or some maybe a lot outside of your comfort zone, but at least a little bit. It should be a stretch goal when you articulate it to yourself and to others and to the world. But don't make it but make it attainable, meaning something that you could do if you, but it's just like it makes you feel a little uncomfortable, but it's definitely doable because I want to set you up for success. For instance, every now and then somebody will leave a comment on one of my abundance affirmation videos and say, "I am a billionaire." And that's great I don't want to water down your ambitions. Think big, definitely. Put a lot of yeah, think big, be bold. That's awesome. But I also want you to feel good about the about moving toward it. And so if you're currently a millionaire or you're making, I don't know, hundreds of billions of dollars a year and you set a goal to be a billionaire, that's cool. But if you're only making like $10,000 or $20,000 a year right now, and that's kind of like your pattern or your history, and you say, "I want to be a billionaire," that might be setting yourself up to fall short. And I want you to have to feel successful along the way, or that's just the way that I set intentions and goals. And so maybe you start off with six figures or, $100,000 or whatever. I'm just using a monetary one as an example here, but this goes for all kinds of stuff with health. Again, relationships, you go on, so many dates a month or whatever with your significant other. And so make them stretch goals, but make them attainable and something that it'll set yourself up to win and be successful. So I'm going to ask you to use the comments here to publicly state what your intentions are. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, somebody in Liverpool, UK is watching. Awesome. So yeah, whether you're doing this live or whether you're watching this later, go ahead and publicly post it. It's like a tiny step that you're taking to bring this intention or these goals that you have from the mental, intangible world, which is great. That's important, but it's a tiny step to make them tangible. I know they're digital comments, so maybe you can't actually pick them up. But go ahead and post a comment here. Just to publicly state what your intention is. Make it a stretch goal, make it attainable. And in addition to that, in addition to posting it here, maybe print it off at home or have some sort of a tangible representation of what it is that you want that you can have near your computer or your bathroom mirror, something that you'll see every day. That's another tangible expression. Bring it out of just your mind only, because once we launch into our day, we get distracted. So you want to have visual and tangible reminders of this, whatever your goals and your intentions are. So set those clear intentions and post them. I am setting the intention to live debt-free in 5 years. That's a great one, Chrissy. Awesome. So keep them coming. Keep posting there. I am able to pay my mortgage every month. Yeah, boy, I've been there at times in my life when you get behind. Awesome, awesome, cool. So yes, happy, healthy relationships, and if you could put some specifics, like yeah, like you got the happy, healthy relationships. If you have an existing significant other that maybe you've been distracted by life and you haven't been connecting, you can set a specific intention. Again, we'll have either weekly or twice a month. We'll have date night. You know, that's kind of like a more specific thing as opposed to just better relationships. It's a little fuzzy. So the more specific you can be with your intention, put a number or something that's kind of measurable. You don't always have to do that. But yeah, put a dollar amount, put a number of times you're going to do something. If it's a health or fitness related thing, how many miles you're going to run or jog. And so, yeah, writing your book. Awesome. Cool, cool. And maybe with those intentions, yeah, you also can put either a page count or a number of words per week or day or something that you work on it. Yeah, so that's fantastic. So keep posting those. I'm going to keep talking. Now I'm going to add some twists to this. Oh, this is I love seeing this participation here. So man, oh man, the comments are coming in fast and furious. I love it. Not faster, not furious, but frenzied, excited, awesome. So now here's the thing that might throw you a little bit. Yes, so it's good to have clear intentions, have a clear target that you're moving towards, specific and measurable, all that stuff. But to me, it's really important, get this, not to be attached to the outcome. All right? Can you have a clear, and it seems that they seem to be at totally contradictory things. On one hand, you want to be clear. This is the direction I want to go in. This is what I want to. I see that book. I want to be able to do this with my health and my body or my financial. You know, I have this number of amount of money that I want to cover my bills. But don't be attached to the outcome. Be fluid and flexible in it, because quite often when you set out in a direction for a specific goal and you start taking action and you start interacting with the world, other opportunities come up. You may have heard this phrase, this or something better. And so there may be another opportunity. You may think that there's a specific way that you're going to make money or a specific way that you're going to improve your business life or your relationships or your health, and then you'll discover something else along the way. So you have to be flexible. Another reason, hello from Israel, hi there. Trust what Spirit has in mind for you. Awesome, yes, indeed. So there's another reason to not be attached to these goals, because anytime you put your happiness, your joy, your sense of fulfillment, and it's dependent on some kind of an external material result, it's not a very empowering place to be. Can you still be joyful and happy and resonate with this, vibration of success, and without that material thing? Because sometimes it takes a while to get there, or again, sometimes it changes directions. And so my recommendation, I should say, is I wouldn't want you to attach your joy to be disappointed if that thing doesn't materialize quickly. So it's almost like set the intention, affirm it. You can even daily affirm it, but then let it go. And don't obsess if there's still a gap between where you are and where you want to be. Don't have your happiness, I guess, and sense of joy and fulfillment attached to attaining that thing now. And also, and then we're gonna get back, we're gonna kind of end this where I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of a visualization where I'm gonna talk about this more. And I'll probably do a separate video at some point about the importance of this, but that intention needs to be coupled with action, and it needs to be coupled with either a change or a focus on specific behavior that will allow you to move closer in the 3D world to whatever that intention is. And so as long as I think Earl Nightingale, I think I posted this a couple of weeks ago. Earl Nightingale, one of my favorite, he was like one of the original like spoken word personal development authors back in the 50s and 60s. And I think he said success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. So as long as you're moving toward an intention, you are successful. It isn't the arrival at it that makes you successful. Actually, success is something that you can actually um, foster from within, regardless of external circumstances. But as long as you're moving toward it and you're taking action and you're making it a priority, and you're coupling your desire and your intentions with some sort of a behavior that's moving you toward it, you are successful, and you should be happy and fulfilled with that. Yes, Florentina mentioned Abraham. Yeah, big fan of Abraham Hicks. I saw Esther when Jerry was still alive several years ago in Los Angeles. That was awesome. Um, and so yes, so that's just a really important thing. Can you be clear on your intention, but not attached to the outcome in a way where your happiness is dependent upon it, and realize it's this or something better. Be flexible with your goals and your approaches to it as you move through life toward those things that are important to you. Um, so I'm grateful for money reaching me from monthly rental incomes. Awesome. Blessed for the genuine. Cool. Don't limit yourself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I do encourage you to have stretch goals that are attainable. Yeah, I mean, you could completely blow that out of the water and shoot past it. I just want you to feel successful. I think it's better to create like little milestone intentions and goals, reach that, celebrate that, and then move, set the next one. Because as human beings, we are expressions of this incredible universe that we live in that seems to be prone to expansion and growth and abundance. And so, of course, when we reach that goal, or along the way to a goal, we may change our minds. You can also do that. Maybe I didn't want to really write a book on that topic, or that thing that I thought I was passionate about. Really, now that I'm involved in it, I feel myself drawn to this other area, and that's okay to change your mind too, and to switch gears without, and don't feel like a failure because you realize that. So okay. So let's. Yeah, I'm going to do kind of a little visualization here. And I'm going to give you two different things. There's a standard way of visualizing from the end result. I think it's very powerful. And so you've probably heard this before. You've probably done it yourself. Let's say that your goal is to write a book. I noticed at least one, there's probably a number of comments here, a number of people watching who maybe have aspirations to purchase or to purchase, to publish, to write and publish and get out into the world a book. I've been very blessed to have written 15 books over the last 25 years or so that are in physical form. That's one of them, The Passion Principles, right behind me. And in addition to that, I've got a couple dozen more titles that are in ebook, audiobook, online course format. I've done live workshops. I just have a long, history as an author, and so I know a lot about this process. And so if you're, especially if you're working on your first book, it's awesome to picture yourself at the end result, like see yourself holding that book, maybe at a book signing or some kind of event where people are lining up to have you sign it, and they're purchasing it, or just people congratulating you. Oh, I loved your book. And so that's awesome. So actually, let's do that now. And then I'm going to add another twist to it that I think is super important that I kind of mentioned earlier, but I'm going to re-emphasize it here. So if you have the ability, of course, if you're driving or walking or something, you're not going to be able to close your eyes, but just wherever you are, or you can do this later, come back to this in your YouTube history. But I want you to think about one of your intentions. Again, we are not limited to one desire in life, but pick one of them that's kind of like sticking out to you as a primary goal or intention that you want to set. And first of all, awesome, thank you. Latricia is doing it now. Fantastic. And so picture the end result. Let's go to the end result. If it's a book, you're physically holding the book in some sort of an environment where maybe you're a speaker or you're at a bookstore. If you're a musician, it could be you're having an album release party and you're on stage. And so get really detailed about this. Like if it's the music example, what's the venue? It's probably a venue you've been at that you wanted to play at. Picture yourself on that stage, see the audience, and involve all of your senses. What do you hear? What does it smell like? What does it feel like in the room? What emotions are going through you as you feel this sense of joy at having created this album or book or whatever it is? But it could be a fitness goal, it could be a relationship goal. Just put yourself in that end result and just totally immerse yourself in all of your senses, okay? That's going to be different for everyone, so I'm going to stop giving you prompts and just let you take a moment to see yourself enjoying the end result. That's going to be the vision that's going to pull you forward. So just do that. Take a moment here while I take a drink and just see yourself from the end. Try, you can take a couple of deep breaths if you haven't done so yet. What does it look like? Is it something or someone tangible that you can hold in your hands? And you feel that in your mind's eye? What are you hearing in that environment, looking at the manifestation of your intention from the end? What are you hearing? What are you tasting? What are you smelling? Awesome, awesome. So maybe I'll do a separate recorded affirmation to go through this process outside of a live video, but I hope this is helpful. Now, I want you to take another, to be able to, like I mentioned earlier in the, let's use the example of a book. Let's say that your intention is to have a book published maybe by the end of the year. I'm just using that as an example. You now have seen yourself from the end. You see yourself holding the book. You see people complimenting you. Maybe you see a crowd gathered for an event. That's awesome. Now, take it to be able to, but I know from having done many of them, to be able to publish a book, to get there, you need to write the book. You know, you need to spend regular time every week, sometimes every day, or at least multiple times a week, either sitting or at a stand-up desk. You have to write the book. And so to me, it's equally important to visualize the actions that you would take and the behavior you're going to focus on to move yourself toward that goal. So in addition to seeing yourself from the end, also visualize yourself engaged in the activities that are going to move you closer to making that thing happen. So in the case of a book, some people dread it. So how can we reframe that? Picture yourself sitting at your desk, or maybe you've taken your laptop out to a coffee shop. Picture yourself in whatever environment it is where you're going to be writing that book. And just see yourself sitting there in a state of flow. The ideas are just pouring through you. You feel like a vessel. The ideas, the words are coming effortlessly and easily as you just type away on a regular basis and write that book. Again, if it's a music album, the songs are flowing through you, you're in the recording studio. If it's a health-related thing, see yourself at the gym or jogging. Obviously, if it's a relationship goal, see yourself with the person or taking the steps. Or maybe you're looking for a relationship, and imagine yourself meeting people and just having a great conversation and a sense of connection. Again, without being attached to it. So in the dating thing, you may have to meet a number of people where it doesn't click, but still picture yourself going, enjoying the process, not being attached to the outcome. Does that make sense? Do you see the value of also visualizing the behavior and the activity that's going to get you there and how you'll enjoy it? Because if you simply look at the end result, simply keep it in the mental state, you may just assume that, hey, it's already done, so I don't have to take any action. But no, but no, you do have to change or alter your behavior or put a priority on certain behaviors to get you to that point where you can manifest that thing. So, yes, all right, yeah, give me a yes, give me an amen. Give me some affirmation here that this is resonating with you. I've written 10 issues. I am now looking for an artist to finish off. The intention now is for the artist. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, so envision yourself with that. Oh, cool, I manifested this time. I'm writing my autobiography. So we do have some authors here. Of course it does. Cool, cool. Totally, yes. So in the case of one of the earlier comments, I guess he had finished something he's looking for, he just needs an artist, an illustrator perhaps to finish this particular project. So see yourself in the case of seeking out an artist. You're networking, you're talking to people, people are recommending, just visualize yourself what steps you have to take to just need the sales, yes. What steps you have to take to find that artist. Would be taking notes because I've been at this stagnant stage. I was just talking about. Just feel lost. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for sharing. There's some people I know. I'm sort of scrolling by very quickly here, so I know there's some really heartfelt comments that I'm not able to fully read. Oh, I see myself as a great lawyer. Yeah, awesome. Well, there's definitely some steps to get to that point with depending on where you are with law school and working with a firm or working on your own is real. Cool, cool. Yeah, and somebody, I don't know how, you said no negative thoughts. And so I would say, yeah, I probably will do another, if you like these live videos, I'm thinking of doing them on a regular basis. I don't know if I should do them every Friday. Would you like it if I did a live video like this once a week or twice a month or something? Let me know. But yeah, maybe I'll come back to that. Somebody said no negative thoughts. I would actually would describe it this way: make your predominant thoughts, make your predominant vibration positive. Don't say, when you say no negative thoughts, I get the sense that you could beat yourself up every time you had a negative thought, and that's not the, we all have them. I mean, I, preach this stuff and I have them, but my predominant set point is one of looking for the good and positivity. And so just reduce the negative thoughts as much as you can. And sometimes that's more work for some people than others. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, cool. Yes, Flow Fridays. Oh, so those are all yeses for me doing some regular YouTube lives. And maybe what I'll do too is maybe I'll throughout the week I will maybe ask for questions or topics that you'd like me to address, and maybe on these live videos I can kind of go through them and address them. Yes, live weekly chats would be great. Hi from Holland, the Netherlands. That's the only place in Europe I've ever visited is the Netherlands, and it's been like 10 years. I really would love to go back and explore Europe. Sounds like a great idea. Awesome. Do a poll. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm coming up on a half hour here, so I'm going to wrap this up. I so appreciate all the people that have been watching live. I know many more will probably watch the replay. That you'll have that opportunity. So thank you so much for being here. If you're watching but you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. And you can hit the little notification bell, because I know a lot of people watch my videos who are not subscribers. So if that is you, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to get 6 free affirmation and meditation downloads of mine, you can go to bobbakerinspiration.com. Perhaps you're already on that list. You also get a free subscription to I kind of send out weekly inspirational messages with links to my latest videos and things that'll inspire and empower you. So go to bobbakerinspiration.com and sign up and get those 6 free downloads. I am so subscribed. I love that. What time is I think the replay just goes live. I think as soon as I post it here, it'll be a normal video on my channel. And I may update the thumbnail and add a description and stuff, but I think it's pretty quickly available to watch. So yeah, if you have somebody who you like to share this with, look for the link in my videos. Bob Baker responded to me. Yay! You're fanboying right now. I love it. I tried to acknowledge as many people as I could, but there was a lot flying through there. So have a fantastic day. And I just realized now I've got to find out how to stop this live video. I'm used to using Facebook Live, but I don't see an end video option. Let me look for this. Oh my God, where am I at here? This is interesting. I have to figure out where to click. Can't be that, can it? So if I inadvertently go off, it's because I found the right button to push. So thanks a lot. Have an awesome day, everybody. Keep listening to the videos and keep filling your mind with positive stuff. Take positive, inspired action as a result. And I will talk to you real soon. I appreciate you. Have a great Friday. All right. Bye.